Hello folks, it's Russ Sallow here with GPS to Go. This is another video in our group of how-tos for the new Geotab 5.6. We're going to work with the idea of zones today. So if I need to know in my trip history report when my vehicles have been at certain locations, whether it's the office, or at a customer's location, or at a convenience store, maybe at their own residences. I want to know about those things. I can make a zone around these areas. So it's as easy as doing this. Add zone, and I'm going to click around this farm area here. One of my customers has their offices in there. So when I close that circle, up comes our wizard here asking us to define that. So we'll call that their headquarters zone. It applies to all groups. I can put a note in here. I want it to be visible. What type of zone is it? Is it a customer zone? Is it your headquarters office? Or is it the employee's residence? So that can be very helpful, knowing if they're going home for lunch, if they're taking the vehicle home when they're not supposed to. This is an office, so we'll put that in there. I'm going to choose, say, a nice bright red color here so we can see it. The transparency, let's see here. We'll leave the transparency at about 15%. And then the expiry of this. So this is going to run until the year 2049. So these zone rules will be there for a good long time. We can just leave that as it is. I'm going to hit the word save. And now I can see this zone on the map. So when that vehicle enters that zone, and one of two things happen. They either turn the vehicle off, there's an ignition cycle. You're going to see it in the trip detail report. Or if they enter that zone and they can leave the engine running, but the engine is running and the wheels stop turning for 200 seconds, that will constitute a stop in the trip detail report. So let's go in here now. If I go under rules, I want to know every time the vehicle's been in there. I'm going to go under the word rules, and I'm going to reprocess the data. So in the reprocessing the data, all we have to do is just hit that. And what it's going to do is it's going to recalculate every time that vehicle has been in there. So if I was to go back under my map page now, and if I click on the word trip history, you can see the red line underneath previous stop history telling me that that vehicle has been in the HQ zone, and it's now called the HQ zone. We can see here as well, there's a star on the map, and a star represents a stop inside a recognized zone. I can scroll with the scroll wheel all the way down and see this up close if I want as well. I can mouse over that. You can see that they were in at the headquarters zone. I'll double click on it again. So we can go all the way down to street level and have a good look at that if we want to. If we go to the previous day, we can see the HQ zone here as well. And it's going to tell us exactly that they were in that zone. So I'm Russ Sallow with GPS to Go. GPS to Go, now you know.